Alright, now this video is the second cut and the much improved cut of a video I made earlier, and I was really just totally dissatisfied with it. 20 minutes of just nothing. So the object in question was the perfect grade Aile Strike Gundam, or Strike Gundam, and at the time I had just put the Aile Striker on reserve. I got it. Comes with the Sky Grasper. So I said, fuck the old cut, we're doing a new one, everything's in. So let's start with Strike. Piece fell off. Now, this is the perfect grade version of the kit. So it comes in 1 to 60 scale, which means every inch on this guy would be 60 inches on the real thing. Now this thing's like a foot tall, so this is a 60-foot mobile suit we're talking about. Biker Trash just put out his review of the 1/144 scale double Zeta Gundam, which looks amazing. I mean, I never paint my models. He does, and you can really tell. I mean, he did a great job on that. But he was asking, you know, what suits aren't going to be puny? Well, anything from Gundam Seed or Seed Destiny, those ones tend to be pretty tall. So, you know, this is a full head taller than my Perfect Grade Wing Zero model, which I'll probably do a review of next. So, just the Strike Gundam comes with a few weapons. He comes with a shield, which is a really cool shield. It has a grip on it that'll slide back and forth. There's a peg system here to clip onto his arm, where this can it can be locked down like that and mounted on the back of the forearm, or you can swivel it out and it'll kind of attach onto the side, because he has a latch mechanism on his elbow, if you can see that. My white balance keeps getting thrown off. And also, just really cool here. I mean, the attention to detail on a perfect grade kit is so high that there's a little window in here, and they put a blast shield on a slider. There's a blast shield on the shield. And it also comes with a beam rifle, which I stripped the cowlings because it's kind of annoying to take them off, just to show you what that's like. And then, you know, you can just put the cowling back on with the scope. Looks really awesome, you know, especially when he holds it. And then in the hip armor, just like in the anime, you know, he's got two armor Schneider knives, which are basically giant Gundam-sized jackknives. You know, flick out. I'm horrible at lining that up. Perfect grade kits, because there's so many pieces and they're so small, they get molded in pretty accurate colors. This guy would require a bit of paint to be show accurate. Like the Schneider blades would have to be chromed or, you know, painted gray or something like that, you know. And he'd look really great with a little coat of black wash to fill in the panel lines, because some of these larger panels do have lines, but a lot of the panel lines are just already there because of their actual panels. Perfect grade kits are built, and some master grades as well, are built with the frame first, and then you attach all the exterior armor panels to it. So some of the details on this guy. First off, all perfect grade kits have digited fingers, which means that like each digit on each finger moves independently. Extreme articulation goes for all of them. I mean, just this guy's knee joint here can go full 180 like that. You know, just insane levels of detail. You know, chromed little pieces on the inside. No, I'm not going to hunt those down. I'm trying to keep this cut short. I'm trying to keep it 20 minutes overall. So bear with me if I lack on anything. He has hard points on him for the attachment of striker packs. The only one released thus far is the Aile, which I will show in a bit. And there's just a little latch in there for that to dock in. His shoulders have hard points as well for the attachment of the sword and launcher striker packs, which have not been released in the perfect grade yet. I'm really hoping they are. And for that, you would just slide that out, flip this up, and there's a little panel in here that you remove, and there's a little poly cap for the hard point so that it doesn't slide out. The eyes light up. You just remove a panel on the back of his head. By the way, the little light is just an LED, and it's piped through some clear plastic pieces. But you just build this little battery box, and it takes a CR1220 battery, which you can find at Radio Shack or Batteries Plus. It's a lot more convenient than using two LR43s. But you just flick a little switch. Mine takes a little wiggling, and there. And it throws my lighting totally off, but that glow makes it easier to see. So, really cool. Cockpit opens, and there's a small seated figure, unpainted, of Kira Yamato in the cockpit. There's also a standing figure of him, also unpainted. Here, there, everywhere. But yeah, just insane detail. I mean, you can see little pistons inside. Yeah, you can see him in that lighting inside of his flank right there. You know, the shoulder armor can like pivot up, and you can see there's molded in detail on the frame of the arm. Can see the well, if I turned it the right way. In here, it's not showing up. My resolution's not good enough, but those are automated CWIS guns, which is basically just a small close defense Gatling for shooting down, you know, smaller, less armored craft. But it's so attentively molded that you can see 3 tiny little barrels within the one gun. It's incredible. Honestly, I'm not lying, it's incredible. On his back armor, there's first off, there's a clip there which mates with a peg on the beam rifle to it. By the way, he's capable of holding all weapons in hand. You know, you can curl your fingers around it, but for some extra grip, they molded you can't really see it there. There you can. Right there, before my black faded off, there's a little tab which will mate with slots in all of his weapons for more stability. So beam rifle clips in on the back, as well as, you know, holds in his hand. There's another one here which is the power plug, because in Seed they don't use reactors, they use batteries, so they have to charge up before being launched. That's where the cable goes that charges him up all the way off the ramp before he goes into battle. So that's it for him for the strike at the moment. I'm allowed to call it a him. Pilot's Kira. It's a him. Okay, the Aile Striker Striker Pack. Now, by the way, I've had this thing forever, for like 5 or 6 months, and I waited 5 months for this to come back in stock on GundamStoreandMore.com. By the way, sometimes they're slow to get inventory, but a great site, because they have so much stuff you'll never find in the stores here in America. It comes with pieces to build a stand, which has 3 variable positions for holding either the suit